The human child is the weakest child in the whole of existence. His weakness is a blessing in disguise, but it can also be exploited, and that's what has been done down the centuries. The parents never allowed the weakness, helplessness, and dependence of the child to turn into independence, strength, integrity, individuality. They were determined that the child should remain obedient naturally because an obedient child is not a trouble. A disobedient child is a continuous trouble, but a disobedient child is a real human being. The obedient child is just simple cow dung. A child who cannot say no has no integrity, and if a child cannot say no to something, his yes is meaningless. The yes has meaning only when the child is capable of saying no to. Then it is up to his intelligence to decide, but it is easier for parents that a child always says yes. He is rewarded for being obedient and he is punished for being disobedient. And the situation is the same in the schools. Teachers want you to be obedient. It is easier for them to control you, to dominate you. All my teachers were complaining to my father, and my father was telling them, who am I to complain to? Do you think I am in power? Do you think he is going to listen to me? Do whatsoever you want to do. Punish him, expel him from the school. Whatsoever you want to do, I absolutely agree to it, but don't bother me about him because the whole day people are coming to me. Have I nothing else to do, or have I just to go on listening to what he has done to this teacher, this neighbor, that neighbor? And he told me, you can do anything you want, but don't spoil my business. Everybody is coming into the shop, and at first I think they are customers, but it turns out they are your customers. I suggested to my father, you do one thing in your big shop, just in the corner, you can write on a small board, complaints here in the back. You are saved from the trouble, and I will see those people, let them come to me. He said, the idea is good, but have you seen in any shop a complaint box? People will think those complaints are against me, and the shop, nobody will think they are against you, and you will play more mischief on those poor guys who have come into complain. I said it was a suggestion to help you. It is difficult for parents, it is difficult for teachers, it is difficult for priests, it's difficult for everybody to allow any kind of disobedience. Even God, who is omnipotent, all powerful, the greatest despot, the greatest dictator, could not allow it. Even he could not tolerate a little disobedience from Adam and Eve. They were thrown out of the garden of Eden, and they had committed no sin. In fact, since hearing that it was an apple tree, I have been eating apples as much as possible. I don't see any sin arising out of eating the fruit from an apple tree. But the question was not the apple tree, the question was disobedience. So the first thing is that obedience has to be forced. For obedience, fear has to be used. The fear becomes, in religious terms, hell. For obedience, reward has to be used. In religious terms, that becomes paradise or heaven. And to keep control over everything, a father figure is needed. So God become the father. I know why they have not made God a mother. I know from my own experience that my mother would hide me in the house when my father was very angry and searching for me because I had done something. When my father would refuse to give me any money because I had done something that he had prohibited, my mother would manage to give me money. So I know that a mother cannot be such a disciplinarian as a father can be, and a mother can be persuaded very easily because she is nothing but love, she is nothing but heart. The father is head, logic, reason, discipline. The father is a man and the society is man made. My mother even used to enjoy it when I would come and say to her, I have done something and I am in urgent need of help. She would say, but first tell me what you have done. I will save you. I will try my best. But first tell me the whole story. You bring such juicy stories that I wonder why your father gets angry. He should enjoy them. The priest, the father in heaven, the parents here on earth, the teachers, the political leaders, they all want absolute obedience from everybody so that there is a no question of any rebellion, no change, so their vested interests are protected. We have all become victims from their vested interests. It is time that things should be changed. The obedient child is always mediocre. To be disobedient means a little intelligence is needed. The obedient child becomes a good citizen, goes to the church every Sunday. The disobedient child is unreliable. What will he do in his life? He may become a painter, he may become a magician, he may become a dancer, which are not very profitable profession, or he may become just nobody, a vagabond enjoying his freedom. I want you to jump out of this circle, drop all fear. There is nothing to fear, there is no hell to be worried about, and there is no paradise for which you have to be greedy. Paradise is here, and if we drop the idea of paradise beyond death, we can make this paradise a thousandfold more beautiful.